Like, Chikorita's super cute. Cyndaquil is cute too, and it's my favorite to start with. And then there's... I don't even remember if I need to talk to you. You give me something, don't you? He's had his coffee. He feels great. What? You don't have to catch Pokemon? Yeah, I've caught 3 already. I swear it gives you something, doesn't he? Like, I'm not wasting, 30 seconds. He's got 50 damn Pokeballs. This motherfucker is damn go as an old man, just throwing Pokeballs like, it's easier this way without battling. I like how he says first you need to weaken the target. Motherfucker, you didn't even send out a Pokemon, let alone weaken it. Did I heal? Yeah. Plus, I think it's really good to catch the Pikachu up here because, I mean, having an electric Pokemon early on is really nice because you've got all the trainers that have Pidgey and Pidgeys and Spearows, and then any that might have, like, I know it's a little later on that they have, like, Poliwag and stuff, and then you've got Misty and her trainers. See, because I remember going up here and going and getting this item, which is just a Pokeball, and then I found a Pikachu just up here, which Pikachu has a really low encounter rate in these games too. But that's how I got my Pikachu, and I was just like, yo. Yeah. I don't want to do too much grinding, really. At least not early on, just because it's boring. If I feel like I need to do any grinding, I'll do it, like, off stream. Because it's just... like, there's some stuff that's boring when it comes to playing Pokemon, but there is nothing more boring than grinding. Especially when you have to do it against wild shits. We're just not running into anything now. Viridian Forest had some good music. Like, I actually feel bad for the newer generation players, just because not only did you not get to experience this in all of its glory, but just the music. It's so simple and just, it's classic. Alright, Pikachu, come on. Let's do this. There we go. Of course it's level 3. Don't even care. Don't even care. Yeah, I actually had to look it up just to be sure. Yeah, there's just something about that Kakuna arch. It's just super dope. Alright. Every single one has been a one and done. The mouse Pokemon. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity could build and cause lightning storms. You know what's crazy is, like, I love this Pikachu art because it's nostalgic, because it was the first Pikachu art that I had. But if you compare it to the... if you compare it to, what's that, Pikachu to the layout. If you compare it to the art from, Red and Green, like Japanese Red and Green version, they went with what looks like a more uniform sprite of just fat Pikachu. He was not doing this weird jump. Like, it's just fat Pikachu just sitting there. And it's just, to me, it's more classic. I like that. I think some of the sprites they changed that weren't necessary or were just worse. But that's a different video. I need to get to work on finishing those videos and editing those things, and I will at some point. Alright, so we need to... Oh, I need to add Spiro to the layout. There we go. And I mean, in a way, this is a pretty diverse team. If it wasn't Gen 1. Like, if it wasn't Red and Blue Gen 1. If this was like, you know, Fire Red and Leaf Green, or just any other, like, especially the Let's Go games, because they're the most recent Gen 1 iterations. You know, because we got water, we got two normal flyings, and we got a poison, which, I mean, not that they ever got, Poison Sting sucks anyways, but, you know, we got, like, a different poison type move, you got Pichu for electric, like, you could have some decent moves on some good Pokemon with a variety of elements. That thing is level 6. Well... See, that's the other thing I love about having Nidoran. Not only am I resistant to Weedle's Poison Sting, so I don't really have to deal with, you know, stocking up on antidotes and constantly going back to heal poison damage. He's just immune to it. So... And that's why if he had Peck, it would be so freaking perfect. And like String Shot, I don't care about String Shot. I'll look that up. C+ for me, Nidoking came out, you know, Nidoking came out in base set. The male Nidoran line was all base set. Whereas, the female Nidoran's line came out in jungle set, so... And while I remember both base set and jungle set, and even Fossil, I remember all those older sets pretty vividly. But, you know, obviously, base set just had a much more lasting impression. Like, I still have my, I've got sitting with my stack of top loader cards, my personal favorites I like to just pick up and ogle every now and then. I've got my Shadowless Nidoking there. I've got my base set 2 Nidoking in my binder. Ooh, we got that paralysis. Yep, it's Fire Red and Leaf Green that he has Peck. He has Peck instead of Tackle. Damn. That would just be so perfect for going through here. It's like, it'd be a better counter to the Weedle than it already is. Ooh, got that crit, And that's the thing too with catching Pikachu, like, you don't get another electric type option for quite a while. Whereas, You know, Bulbasaur. You can get Bellsprout after Mount Moon. You can get one up in, or Oddish, depending which game you're playing, on Route 24 and 25. So, you know, that's definitely an option. But then, goddamn wheel again. Level 7 this time. Ew. With Squirtle, you can get you can get that Magikarp right outside of Mount Moon. You know, buy that Magikarp from that dude, and then I think you can get Psyduck on 24 and 25. But like Charmander, you know, Fire type. You can't get another Fire type until I think Route 7 and 8, which is where, depending on the game you're playing, you get Vulpix or Growlithe. I'm pretty sure. At least in, you know, the OG Red and Blue. So, type-wise, in a way, picking Charmander is the better option as far as type variety. However, you know, Charmander can't do shit for you at either of the first two gyms. Bulbasaur obviously wrecks them both. Squirtle does, you know, wrecks and Brock, and then the thing is, Squirtle can resist water, so, you know, as long as you're hitting Misty's Pokemon with non-water types, you're pretty solid. But that Starmie does have Confusion or Psychic? I don't think it had Psychic that early. But of course, you know, we've got Pikachu for that. Just Thunder Shock it. There we go. Ugh. I think what I'll probably end up doing, just because, see, like, look at those fucking giant claws. Those are not present in any other Kakuna art. I think, even though I prefer Pidgeot over Fearow by far, I'm really not I don't mind Spearow and Fearow, but I don't care for them. Whereas like Pidgey, I don't really have too much about Pidgey. I do like the OG base set Pidgey art that I have on the layout, but I really like Pidgeotto and I love Pidgeot. But I feel like, even though this is like a nostalgic playthrough, and I know for a fact I used Pidgey for sure until I had a Pidgeot, because I liked it so much. I don't know that I'm gonna keep Pidgey on the. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it on the team for that long, because I feel like, you know, it taking so long to get a flying type move really hurts it, whereas it will have quick attack, which is a good normal stab type. But I mean, Spearow, which that's the thing too, is Spearow will be a Fearow at level 20, Pidgey will be a Pidgeotto at 18, but then won't be a Pidgeot till 36. I didn't see what that was switching to, so we'll just stay. Frick. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, Nidoran is kind of low anyways. But yeah, I mean, I may just try and rock it with Fearow this time. Now, granted, I did do a playthrough. I I don't remember if it was my blue version on 3DS or... I think it was. And I did a run where basically I used Pokemon I don't normally use. So of course, I mean, I started with Charmander. That meant I went with Weedle. That meant I went with Female Nidoran and Rattata. And Spearow was one of those Pokemon. I went with Spearow instead of Pidgey. Which, I mean, he's good. Especially, like, Drill Peck is so much better than Wing Attack. But... So I got 7, 8, 5, 4, 4. Okay. Now, I don't have an antidote, so we are gonna make the long trek back. Pidgey will probably faint. It's whatever. We're not Nuzlocking it. I did this several times as a kid. Now, granted, I also... Because, like, when Pokemon came out, I was huge into it. So, I mean, I got a new Game Boy, I got the game, I got the strategy guide. And I didn't really pay attention to the strategy guide that I remember. I think I did for, like, post-completion stuff, but at that point, like, I didn't care to stop and just, you know, I was all about just playing the game. And, you know, that was one of those things, too, is, like, I just kept coming back and forth because, you know, I didn't know how to optimally play the game. But I think we're okay. See, like, I love all these OG, like, shitty music themes. I don't know which one's my favorite from Gen 1. From Gen 2, I'm pretty sure it's Goldenrod City. Actually, as a kid, this one's pretty dope too, but it's eh. Like, it's good, but it's not top tier. And I absolutely hated... I thought there was something over here. Pokeball. Maybe I'm wrong. I absolutely hate it. Nope, it was over here. I was right the first time, and then I questioned it. I think there used to be... there's a trainer up here in Fire Red and Leaf Green. There's not one down here anymore. Or up there, rather. I'm not sure. But I used to absolutely hate, and I mean hate, Lavender Town's theme music. Now, the Lavender Tower I didn't mind. It was just being in Lavender Town. See, there's so few trainers here that's also why grinding ends up being such a pain in the ass. There's so many more trainers in the Fire Red and Leaf Green remake. And I guess they've recognized that you needed more trainers early on. It's not even really that you needed the cash. It's just you needed the experience. Like, man, like this thing's level 4 and that thing's level 9. I do have super effective though, so we'll see what happens. And that was a crit. That actually really fucking sucks. I thought our Pokemon would be a higher level than this. By the time we got out of Viridian Forest, but I guess not. I don't think there's another trainer up here either. Have you noticed the bushes? I also hate that you can't go... There's no need for me to be up here right now. I hate that you can't go past Pewter City because that dude blocks you because he's like, wait, have you visited that gym yet? Well, little boy, I think you should go and see if you can beat it. I'll just use Squirtle against this guy and against Brock because, I mean, water types really, I mean, they're good, but it's not really gonna do me any good after this, at least for a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna get any advantage of him being a water type. So I can focus on leveling up my other teammates on the trainers on Route 3 and in Mount Moon, with the exception of course, you got the Hikers and Geodudes. See, Bubble sucks because Bubble is base 20. So then with Stab, it's base 30. But super effective, it makes it base 60, so. But it's like if you're not battling super effective, Tackle is literally just better. The only case that it wouldn't be is in the case of if you get growled and your attack gets lowered, or like with the Metapods and Kakunas, and they use Harden. Or I guess in the case of like Pokemon like Sandshrew using Defense Curl. I'm not the biggest fan of this Sandshrew sprite, but I do absolutely love Sandshrew. We just got Squirtle leveled up twice. Like, Sandshrew and Sandslash. Like, that was another thing. I had Sandslash as one of the Pokemon figures I had. And just, like, the way the quills are, I just loved that thing. Sandslash is one of those Pokemon. He's such a cool Pokemon. But he's just one of those Pokemon that's just never good. And, like, they gave us, you know, Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash, and they were Ice, Steel, and it's like, they were cool, but they weren't, I didn't like them as much as the originals. And also, they still sucked. Whereas, like, Alolan Ninetales and Raichu were different. I didn't like their look as much, but they were good Pokemon. I mean, Alolan Ninetales was base 109 speed, it automatically put up the Hail, and you had Aurora Veil that you could use turn 1, like, it was good. And Alolan Raichu, of course, had, you know, the Surge ability to, like, double his speed in electric terrain. He got Psychic access, like, I mean, but Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash, they may have been better than the Kanto counterparts. I don't know that they weren't, but I just didn't care for their design as much. I also, again, don't care for Alolan Raichu or Ninetales over Kanto. Alolan Vulpix is cute as fuck, though. The little white, it's so, I love it. But I still don't think I like it as much as Kanto Vulpix. That thing is just perfection. Just the cutest fucking thing. Like, if I wanted to have a cute Pokemon as a pet in real life, probably Vulpix. If not, it'd be like Espeon. I think Espeon looks more like a cat than Umbreon. I like Umbreon more, but as far as, again, having it for a pet, Espeon just looks like it would just be a much better pet. Or Flareon. Because, like, Flareon is super fucking fluffy. Ba 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 ba. Let us go and add ourselves a badge. I didn't add. Oh, here we go. Ba ba ba. You can't fucking tell because it's still basically the same fucking color. It is different though. Like, it actually did change. Take this with you. It's a TM. It's fucking garbage. I don't know why. Like, plus, like, it's fucking Bide. Why give me that? Why not give me a TM for a rock type move since you're a rock